The little boy found that his father had put some strange powder into his mother's tea. He thought it was just sleeping pills, so he didn't tell his mother. Until that night, his mother didn't come back, and the nanny was dressed very flirtatiously. At this time, the boy found that the nanny smelled of his mother's perfume and there was blood on her collar. The little boy immediately sensed that something was wrong. The next day, news came that his mother had fallen off a cliff. The little boy vaguely suspected that all of this was a conspiracy planned by his father and the nanny. In order to take revenge, the little boy found a delivery woman who looked exactly like his mother. Without hesitation, he took out $10,000 and begged the delivery woman to pretend to be his mother to help him take revenge. At first, the delivery woman refused, saying that it was joking with her life. But when the little boy offered to give her $10,000 every day, the woman's eyes lit up immediately. Finally, she agreed to this dangerous request. Meanwhile, the little boy's father was announcing at the funeral that, since his wife had passed away, he would now take full control of the company. Although the company's shareholders were unhappy, none of them dared to object. However, just then, the woman appeared. Everyone turned to look. The nanny's face instantly turned pale and she hid behind the man. The man's expression also froze there. Seeing his father's panicked reaction, the little boy was even more certain of his suspicions. The nanny couldn't help her emotions and shouted that it was impossible for this woman to still be alive. And the nanny's words immediately caused a stir among the crowd. The man suddenly slapped the nanny and told her to stop talking nonsense. Then he turned to his wife and pretended to be concerned and asked her why she hadn't contacted the family before. And the woman replied according to what the little boy had taught her, saying, now that she was back, the company should resume normal operations. Although the woman looked calm on the surface, her trembling hands betrayed her nervousness. The little boy immediately grabbed her hand and quietly gave her encouragement. The man didn't expose her on the spot. Instead, he showed a sinister smile and proposed to verify her identity. He said that the best way was to let the woman participate in an important bidding meeting the next day. The woman hesitated for a moment, but the little boy immediately replied that mom would definitely participate. The woman immediately understood the boy's intention. After the guests left, the man claimed that he had private matters to talk about with his wife alone, and then ordered the nanny to take the little boy out of the living room. The little boy was very anxious, but he was powerless to stop it. The man stared at the woman fiercely and asked her who she really was. The woman forced herself to stay calm and asked in return why the flowers the man had prepared for the funeral were not her favorites. Although the woman accurately stated the flowers his wife liked, the man still wasn't completely convinced. He offered to give her double the money to tell her real identity, but the woman firmly refused. When the little boy found that the woman hadn't been swayed by money, his trust in her grew a little deeper. But the boy also knew that the biggest test would come at the bidding meeting the next day. The next day arrived, and the bidding venue was crowded with people from all walks of life.